What if her silence isn't what it seems? You've stepped back, stopped chasing, and now she's quiet too. Is she moving on, or is there something more going on beneath the surface? Think about this. While you're second-guessing yourself, she's silently unraveling. She's questioning everything about you, about herself, and about what she's lost. If you've ever doubted your worth or wondered if walking away was the right choice, here's the truth most people won't tell you. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll see why walking away was the most powerful decision you could have made. Men, their strength in silence, a strength few people truly understand. Society may tell you to chase, to fight for her, but sometimes stepping back is the boldest move you can make. What if the real power isn't in trying to prove your worth, but in walking away? It hurts, doesn't it? Feeling like you've lost control, like you're being ignored, like your efforts didn't matter. But here's the truth. You didn't lose control. You took it back. By walking away, by refusing to keep chasing or seeking her validation, you've done what most men are too scared to do. You've chosen yourself. Her silence doesn't mean the story is over. It's the start of a shift in how she sees you, in how you see yourself, and in the balance of power between you both. If you've ever felt stuck, unsure, or powerless, let this be your turning point. Drop a comment if you're ready to take control of your life and how others see you. Now, let's break this down. 1. The psychology of silence. Silence isn't just emptiness or retreat. It's power. It's a move that says everything without saying a word. When you stop texting, calling, or chasing, you're no longer just a guy in her life. You become someone she can't ignore. Silence changes the dynamic. It shifts the power and forces her to face a world where she's no longer at the center of your attention. Here's something most people won't tell you. It terrifies her. Women often thrive on validation, on knowing they've captured your energy and attention. When you go silent, you take that away. You remove the certainty she thought she had over you. This isn't about being petty or playing games. It's about resetting boundaries and taking back control. When you go silent, you're no longer predictable. You're no longer the guy she can easily figure out. And trust me, there's nothing more unsettling for her than a man she can't read. 2. The shift in power. You've probably noticed it before. The moment you stop reaching out, her behavior changes. She may act indifferent or mirror your silence to seem unaffected, but deep down there's a storm inside her. She's asking herself, why hasn't he texted? Did I do something wrong? Is he losing interest? These aren't just passing thoughts, they're emotional triggers. Your silence creates doubt in her mind, and that doubt shifts the power back to you. This isn't about manipulation. It's about showing her and yourself that your worth doesn't come from chasing her. By stepping back, you let her see what it feels like to lose your attention. More importantly, you remind yourself of the strength that comes from choosing yourself first. 1. Doubt is your ally. Doubt isn't your enemy. It's your secret weapon. When you go silent, you plant a seed in her mind. That seed grows into overthinking, making her question everything. Your conversations, your last message, even the way you looked at her. Silence works because it makes her think about you without you doing anything. But let's get this straight. Silence isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about genuinely stepping back to focus on yourself. By not chasing, you free yourself from needing her approval. Instead of reacting to her, you create space for her to react to you. Ask yourself this. When was the last time she wondered where you were or who you were with? If you're always reaching out, she doesn't have to wonder. But the moment you stop, she notices. And that absence is louder than any message you could send. Silence isn't passive. It's powerful. It shows you don't need her validation to feel whole. You're saying, I'm good with or without you. And that's a message she won't ignore. 2. Walking away shows strength. Walking away isn't giving up. It's choosing yourself over chaos. It's standing tall and saying, "I deserve better." Many men stay because they're afraid of losing her, being alone, or letting go. But walking away isn't the end. It's the start of your freedom. When you walk away, you send a clear message: I won't beg or stay where I'm not valued. Most women expect you to stick around no matter how they treat you. They assume you'll chase, proving your worth over and over. But when you leave, you shatter that expectation. Walking away is hard, but it's a test of your strength. It's not about hoping she'll chase you. It's about proving to yourself that you're strong enough to let go of what doesn't serve you. When you walk away confidently, you reclaim your power, your peace, and your self-respect. 3. Why she mirrors your silence when you pull back. She doesn't stay unaffected. She mirrors your behavior. This isn't because she's indifferent. It's because she's trying to maintain control. When you're always texting and available, she knows exactly where you stand. But when you stop, you take away that certainty, and she reacts by mirroring your silence. She's testing you, trying to see if you're serious or if you'll cave. Here's where most men fail. They interpret her silence as disinterest and reach out. That's exactly what she's waiting for. The moment you break your silence, you give her the power back. But if you stay disciplined and hold your ground, she starts to feel vulnerable. While she's quiet on the outside, her mind is racing. She's overthinking. Why hasn't he texted? Did I push him away? Is he seeing someone else? Your silence creates a vacuum in her mind, and she fills it with doubt. This only works if you stay consistent. True silence takes patience and commitment. If you can hold your ground, she'll be the one breaking the silence. 4. The void you leave when you go silent. You don't just leave her life, you create a void. That void is powerful. It's not just about missing your texts, it's about realizing the value of your presence. Women can handle rejection or arguments, but emptiness hits differently. It forces them to confront how much they relied on your energy, attention, and presence. When you're gone, her world feels less exciting, less stable, less complete. This isn't about manipulating her. It's about self-respect. Your presence is a gift, not something to be taken for granted. When you walk away, you let her feel what life is like without you, and in that void, she realizes your worth. But the void isn't just for her, it's for you. It reminds you that you don't need her validation to feel whole. It's a chance to focus on yourself, your growth, and your happiness. 5. Her overthinking is a silent struggle. When you stop reaching out, her mind doesn't go quiet. It becomes a battlefield. Overthinking takes over, and she starts questioning everything. Did she push you away? Did she take you for granted? Is she losing you? While she may act calm, her thoughts are anything but. She'll replay your conversations, analyze every word, and convince herself she's to blame. Overthinking magnifies small moments, turning them into doubts and insecurities. The longer you stay silent, the louder those thoughts become. And while she may try to act unaffected, her actions tell a different story. Her posts, her responses, even her behavior, all become attempts to regain control or prove she's fine without you. But here's the truth. She's not fine. She's struggling to process your absence. And the longer you hold your ground, the more she realizes how much she undervalued you. The key to it all. Silence only works if you're serious. If you walk away but keep looking back, she'll see right through you. True silence requires confidence, discipline, and patience. Walking away isn't about her, it's about you. It's about choosing yourself, valuing your time, and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. When you step into your power, you're no longer chasing her approval, you're seeking your own. and that's a kind of strength no one can take from you. 6. How social media reveals her true feelings. In today's world, social media isn't just for sharing moments, it's a glimpse into someone's thoughts. When you go silent, her first instinct isn't to reach out directly, it's to check your social media. She's not doing this out of boredom. She's searching for answers to fill the gap your silence has created. Every post, like, or story becomes a clue. If you're out with friends, she wonders who you're with. If you post from the gym, she thinks about whether you're leveling up for someone else. And if you post nothing at all, her imagination starts running wild. Silence on social media is just as powerful as in real life. When there's nothing for her to analyze, her mind fills the blanks with her fears and insecurities. She might ask herself, why isn't he posting? Has he moved on? Is he happier without me? Social media allows her to stay connected to you without admitting she cares. She'll scroll through your profile, analyze your activity, and notice even the smallest changes, like whether you've stopped liking her posts. Here's the key: you control the narrative. What you post, or don't post, can completely shift the dynamic. A photo of you smiling, thriving, or doing something new shows confidence and independence. A subtle story about friends, hobbies, or adventures keeps her guessing. But remember, the goal isn't to provoke her. It's about living your life authentically. Sometimes the most powerful move is to post nothing at all. Complete silence creates a void, and in that void, her imagination takes over. The less you give her, the more curious and unsettled she becomes. Don't use social media to send hidden messages or seek attention. Use it to reflect the fact that you're living well and focusing on yourself. Let her wonder, overanalyze, and realize what she lost. 7. How rejection challenges her ego. Rejection is something her ego doesn't handle well. She's used to constant validation, likes on her posts, compliments, and attention from others. But when you walk away and go silent, you take away that validation. This isn't just a blow to her feelings, it's a blow to her pride. She's used to being pursued and having control over relationships. Your silence flips the script, forcing her to face the reality that she doesn't have the power she thought she did. That realization hits deeper than any words you could say. Rejection isn't just about her ego, it's a mirror that reflects her insecurities and doubts. She starts asking herself questions she can't ignore. Why hasn't he reached out? Did I push him away? Has he moved on? These questions don't go away. They grow louder with every day of silence. Here's the truth. Even if she acts indifferent or plays hard to get, she still craves certainty. She wants to feel desired and wanted. When you refuse to give her that reassurance, it shakes her confidence. This doubt doesn't just affect her emotionally, it disrupts her entire sense of control. She starts second-guessing her behavior and wondering if she underestimated you. The longer you remain silent, the more this doubt consumes her. Rejection also shifts the dynamic. Suddenly, she's not in control, you are. Instead of you chasing her, she's now chasing answers, replaying moments, and trying to figure out what went wrong. Your silence sends a powerful message. I'm not like everyone else. I won't feed your ego or play games. I know my worth, and I'm not afraid to walk away. This isn't about playing with her emotions, it's about standing up for yourself and setting boundaries. By rejecting the power she assumed she had over you, you make it clear that you won't settle for anything less than genuine respect and connection. That kind of strength is something she won't forget. 8. Rejection only works if it's real. Rejection only has power when it's genuine. If you walk away hoping to come back, or if your silence is just a tactic to get her attention, she'll sense it. Women are highly intuitive. They can spot insincerity easily. True rejection comes from self-respect and knowing your worth. When you walk away without looking back, you send a message, not just to her but to yourself. You're proving that your time, energy, and emotions are valuable. You're showing that you don't need her validation to feel complete and that you're comfortable being on your own. This isn't about trying to hurt her, it's about valuing yourself. Genuine rejection is the ultimate power move because it's rooted in authenticity. 9. The scarcity effect. People value what's rare. It's a basic truth that applies to everything, including relationships. The more available you are, the more predictable and less valuable you become. But when you pull back and go silent, you create scarcity, and scarcity is incredibly powerful. Think about it. When something that was always available suddenly becomes hard to get, it feels more important. You start to notice its absence and even crave it. That's what happens when you step back from someone. You're no longer easy to reach or take for granted. Scarcity isn't about playing games or manipulating someone. It's about respecting your own time and energy and showing others that they should value it too. When you make yourself less available, she has to reassess how she sees you. But this only works if it's real. You can't fake being busy or act uninterested while secretly hoping she'll notice. True scarcity comes from genuinely knowing your worth and refusing to waste your time on someone who doesn't appreciate you. When you create scarcity, you shift how she thinks about you. You're no longer the guy who's always there. You're the man who's thriving, focusing on himself and moving forward. That absence creates a void, and in that void, she realizes what she lost. The best part is, this isn't just about her. It's about valuing yourself. When you prioritize your goals, happiness and peace, you gain something more important than her attention. You gain self-respect, and that changes everything. The emotional roller coaster silence doesn't just create space, it triggers a wave of emotions she didn't expect. When you go silent, you force her to face her own insecurities, fears, and doubts. It's like putting her on an emotional roller coaster with no way to get off. At first, she may brush it off. She tells herself, he's just busy, he'll come back. That's her pride talking. It's her way of protecting herself from the sting of your absence. But as time passes, doubt starts creeping in. She begins questioning everything. Why hasn't he reached out? What's he thinking? Is he really done with me? Your silence makes her feel uncertain, and that uncertainty is powerful. It forces her to think about you, miss you, and wonder if she took you for granted. This isn't about being cruel, it's about stepping back and letting her see what life is like without you. The emotional ups and downs she experiences are part of the process, and they can make her realize just how much she valued having you in her life. Silence, when done from a place of self-respect, is a way to reset the dynamic. It's not about hurting her or playing games. It's about prioritizing yourself and giving her the space to reflect. And in that space, she'll feel the full impact of what your absence means. The emotional spiral, from curiosity to realization. When you go silent, her thoughts don't stop. They multiply. What starts as indifference quickly turns into curiosity. She checks her phone more often, hoping to see your name appear. But it doesn't. Curiosity then transforms into frustration. She asks herself, why isn't he reaching out? Why isn't he chasing me like everyone else does? However, beneath her frustration lies something much deeper. Doubt. Doubt becomes your strongest ally. It grows, taking over her thoughts. She replays every conversation, analyzing every word and moment, searching for reasons behind your silence. As the days pass, doubt evolves into fear. Fear that she went too far, that you've moved on, that she's truly lost you. But fear doesn't stop there. It eventually leads to regret. She starts to see the times she took you for granted, the moments she assumed you'd always be there. And in that regret, she begins to realize your value in a way she never did before. You're no longer just a guy who used to text her. Now you're the man she let slip away. This emotional journey isn't random. It's a process, a transformation. Your silence is what guides her through each stage: doubt, fear, regret, and eventually realization. The beauty is that you don't have to do anything. Your silence does all the work. But here's the crucial part. You must stay disciplined. If you break your silence too soon or reach out before she's gone through the entire process, you interrupt the transformation. You give her an easy way out, allowing her to avoid facing the reality of what she's lost. Don't give her that escape. Let her ride the full wave of emotions. When she finally reaches the end, she'll see your silence wasn't weakness. It was strength. She'll realize your absence wasn't about her. It was about you respecting yourself. And that's when everything changes. She no longer sees you as the man she lost, but as the man she truly needs. Why you should never look back. Walking away isn't just about leaving. It's about showing respect for yourself. It's a powerful statement that says, I know my value, and I won't accept less than I deserve. But the real strength of walking away isn't just in doing it. It's in having the discipline to never look back. When you look back, it shows uncertainty. It's like saying, I'm not sure if I made the right choice. This weakens your position and sends the wrong message. But if you walk away with confidence, you show the world and yourself that you're firm in your decision. You're not someone who begs, pleads, or second guesses their worth. Looking back also shifts the power. It tells her you're still emotionally invested, still hoping for her approval. When she senses that, the dynamic changes. Instead of questioning her actions, she starts questioning yours. She might think, why is he coming back? Did he realize he made a mistake? Does he still need me? But when you walk away and don't look back, you maintain your power. You prove that your happiness isn't tied to her, and that your value doesn't depend on her opinion. You show that you're strong enough to let go and move on. Yes, walking away hurts. Letting go of someone you cared for, someone you invested in, is painful. But that pain doesn't last forever. The strength and self-respect you gain from sticking to your decision will. The moment you stop looking back is when you truly start moving forward. You create space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new relationships. You realize that your worth comes from within, not from someone else's validation. By refusing to look back, you also force her to look forward. She has to imagine a future without you, a life where she's no longer the center of your world. That realization can be unsettling for her. It makes her see what she lost and the choices that led to it. Most importantly, it shows her who you really are, a man who knows his value, stands his ground, and refuses to settle. A man who is truly irreplaceable. Walking away is not about her. It's about you. It's about showing yourself that you have the strength to let go of what no longer benefits you, the confidence to stand on your own, and the courage to demand more from life and love. Never look back, not for her or anyone else, because the moment you do, you lose focus on everything you've worked so hard to achieve. Keep moving forward. Keep growing. Keep becoming the man you were always meant to be. When she finally realizes what she let slip away, when she sees your true worth, it will be too late. By then you'll already be thriving, living the life you deserve. That is the real victory. Men, remember this: silence is strength. Walking away is empowerment, and valuing yourself above all else is the ultimate form of power. If you've ever doubted your worth, let this serve as a reminder. You are enough. You don't need to chase, beg, or plead. You are the prize. If this resonates with you, take action. Commit to walking away and never looking back. Leave a comment saying, I am the prize, if you're ready to embrace self-respect and take control of your life. Every step you take toward valuing yourself is a step toward freedom. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this when I make a new video. God bless you.